This time the bomb struck a Doctors Without Borders supported hospital, destroying the emergency room. All of the victims are believed to have been civilians, many of them women and children. What did they find at the hospital other than the sick and the wounded and the injured? There is nothing here except patients and medical staff, Médecins Sans Frontières doctors and Yemeni doctors. Observers say the international military alliance led by Saudi Arabia is behind the bombing. It's been waging a campaign against Houthi rebels since 2015, when they seized power and drove the government into exile. Fighting has intensified after peace talks fell apart earlier this month. Increasingly, civilians are finding themselves caught in the crossfire. A similar attack on a school over the weekend killed 10 children and injured many more. Once again, the Saudi-led alliance is thought to be responsible. The UN has condemned the airstrikes.
The Secretary-General notes with dismay that civilians, including children, continue to bear the brunt of increased fighting and military operations in Yemen. He calls for a swift investigation of this tragic event and urges the parties to take all necessary measures to prevent further violations of international humanitarian law and human rights, and do everything in their power to protect civilians and civilian infrastructure.
Over 6,000 people have lost their lives since the fighting began, more than half of them civilians. Almost 3 million more have been forced to leave their homes.